Hi, this video is all about how to use articles in English. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Stay to the very end so I can tell you about a special offer that I have on my website, thezarden.com, and let's get into it. Okay, so there are two articles in English. We use a or the. We also use a or an. We also use the. And the pronunciation of the can vary for the same reasons that we choose to use or an, and I'll explain that. An article is an adjective, and like adjectives, articles modify nouns. They go in front of nouns. In English, all adjectives go in front of the noun, go before the noun. For example, this is a very sweet dog. He is a sweet dog. You are. Yes, you are. So good. Yes. Anyway, the is called the definite article. We use it to refer to specific or particular nouns. So the first time that I introduced this dog, I said, he is a very sweet dog. The next time that I talk about him, I will talk about the dog, because now you know which dog I'm talking about, a specific dog. The definite article, the, is used before both singular and plural nouns when the noun is specific. I actually have two dogs, and when I go somewhere, I always have to worry about the dogs. Where am I going to leave them if I have to go overnight? I have to worry about the dogs. All right, let's look at some examples of this. Remember, the talks about a specific thing. So we have, let me get my right color here. Okay, we have the cat. The cat sleeps on the windowsill every afternoon. Okay? The cat sleeps on the windowsill. Now, the way we pronounce the here is a sound. We call that a schwa sound. We might write it like this if we are writing it just to explain the sound that we're making, but that is not a letter in the English alphabet. And the reason we use the is because this sound here is a consonant sound, just like this one, okay? The teacher explains new concepts during the morning class. The car parked in front of the house belongs to my neighbor. The sun rises in the east, and sets in the west. Let's look at that sentence a little bit. We have the sun rises in the east. So this one I wrote I said the, and then I do a little stop, and then I say east. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west, the west, the west. Okay? So these are never stressed. These words will not be stressed when I speak. However, if this sound is a vowel sound, I will say the instead of the. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. The computer on the desk is running the latest software. Okay? Notice here, we have this adjective here that's describing software. What kind of software is it? Latest, the most recent, the latest software. the will be our first adjective in the line of adjectives that we have. Okay, the book on the shelf is the one I recommended to you. The book on the shelf is the one. This one, this is still that schwa sound, okay? Because this sound, it may look like a vowel because it's spelled with an O, but when I pronounce it, it's the one, one. Yes, you're the one. So good boy. Okay. The book on the shelf is the one I recommended to you. The coffee in the mug is still hot. The children play in the park every weekend. I want you to notice I'm saying these slowly, but I'm saying them as naturally as I can. I want you to look at my mouth. The children play in the park. The children play in the park. This is a very unnatural sound for many speakers of other languages. It's not a common sound in many languages. So you have to practice this, and it's not going to sound right to you because it's a new sound. But your teeth, your tongue peeks out between the teeth. The children in the park. The children play in the park every weekend. The pizza in the oven. Here we have a the. The pizza in the oven smells delicious. The pizza in the oven, because oven is a vowel sound. So this one is an O, but it says one. This one is an O, but it says There's a difference. So this rule applies to the sound that it makes, not to the way that we spell it. Okay, if there's a consonant sound, this is a consonant, it's going to say the. If it's a vowel sound, it's going to say the. The flowers in the garden bloom in the spring. All right, so that's how you use the definite article, the. Then we have a and an. It's the indefinite article. The and an is used to modify non-specific or non-particular nouns, and it can only be used for singular nouns. I've already introduced you to Benny, so I have to use the with him. He's a very specific dog. So I would not use a dog. I would use a dog to talk about somebody's dog out on the street. For example, a dog barks loudly outside my window every night. I have a friend. I have a friend. Did you hear how I say that naturally? I have a friend. It all flows like it's one word. I have a friend who works in a bookstore. It's almost like it's just the same word. I have a friend who works in a bookstore. She bought a new dress for the party tonight. A bird sings sweetly in the tree near my house. I would like to have a cup of tea, please. A cup of tea, please. He plays a musical instrument in a band. Can you lend me a pencil for a moment? There's a grocery store around the corner. She has a talent for playing a musical instrument. A butterfly landed on the flowers in the garden. All right, we need to add a page here. And we need some. So I have an appointment with the dentist tomorrow morning. I have an appointment with the dentist tomorrow morning. She bought an umbrella because it was raining heavily. He's looking for an opportunity to showcase his talent. An opportunity. Do you hear how it pretty much sounds like the same word? He's looking for an opportunity to showcase his talent. An opportunity. An umbrella. I have an appointment. There's an interesting article in the newspaper about space exploration. There's an interesting article in the newspaper about space exploration. My friend is bringing an appetizer to the party tonight. My friend is bringing an appetizer. We say it together. I saw an interesting movie last night at the cinema. So English does this a lot. The problem that we face here in pronunciation is that a and a need to be separated by a consonant. We follow this same rule in several different accents. For example, I live in the Northeast, and in the Northeast of the United States, there is an accent that instead of saying I saw it, we would usually say something like, we would say I saw it. Okay. This has a vowel sound, I saw, and then it has a vowel sound, it. We don't like to put two vowel sounds together like that. It's difficult for us to say, I saw it. Now, okay. Now, if you listen closely, most people in the United States will say, I saw it. But here in the Northeast, people have started to say, I saw it. The reason they put the R there in I saw it is because they don't want two vowels together like that. We do this. This is the reason that we put the N here. It's the same reason we say the opera. I'm going to the opera tonight. We don't want to have two sounds that are too much alike. So there's an interesting, we want that consonant between this sound a and I, because we want it to flow without having to stop the sound. Okay? That's the key when you're speaking English, is that everything is connected and flows. So we would say, I saw it in the Northeast. But every English speaker says, there is an interesting article. Oh, there is an interesting article in the newspaper about space exploration. My friend is bringing an appetizer. It's much easier to say than my friend is bringing an appetizer. My friend is bringing an appetizer. I saw an interesting movie last night at the cinema. All right, let's talk about plural nouns. Now, plural nouns can be used with the definite article or no article at all, but you cannot use plural nouns with an indefinite article. Okay? For example, this one is our indefinite article. This is no article, and this is the definite article. Okay? Let's look at it. I have a books in my locker. That's wrong. I have books in my locker. Yes, that's correct. I have the books in my locker. That's also correct. All right, let's look at some more. It's unnecessary to use an indefinite article if there's an adjective in front of the plural noun. For example, This is our indefinite article, and here is our noun. We have this word embarrassing. He does an embarrassing things. Okay, we don't need the article, so this would be incorrect. When he's in public, he does embarrassing things. That's correct. No article is correct. Okay? Because we're using this adjective instead. When he's in public, he does an embarrassing thing. That's okay. That's correct. The reason is because it's singular here. An can't go with plural things. When selecting courses, there are many options to choose from. The problem is not that there are more adjectives so much as the fact that this is a plural, options, and indicates one. So you'll only use when it comes to one item. You'll use the with plural and singular. You always have the option to drop the article completely when you're talking about plural nouns, as well as non-count nouns. Okay? And there you have it. That's our discussion on articles. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe and go to my website. I'll put the link in the discussion, as well as, or I'll put the link in the description below. And it's also right here, super easy, thezarden.com. On that website, I have a place where you can sign up for conversations. I facilitate conversations with people from all over the world in many languages, but if you sign up for my conversations, then you will have curriculum. You'll have you'll get your weekly curriculum with an article to read, to prepare, a list of vocabulary words to prepare for a conversation, and you will have a native English speaking person facilitating the conversation, and you will have no more than 8 other people in the Zoom call with you for that conversation. So please, if you're interested in that kind of an opportunity to practice your English speaking, then go to my website and sign up. And we're just getting started, so it may take a week or two to put you in the right group, but we are excited to work with you. So I will talk to you later, and you have a great day.